If you don't believe in God, I mean, really, you got to have an explanation for this. You just can't tell me this spun out of a gastrous ball, and then all of a sudden, then we were evolved from monkeys. Why we still got monkeys?
If God exists, then why did he make ugly people?
Disclaimer, this video is neither against any public speaker, nor is it for or against any ideology. These days, there has been an increase in destroyed phenomena over the internet. This video will be about the rise in the tendency of the people to seek such sensational content. A conclusion of a debate depends more on the skills of a debater and less on the ideologies that are being debated. We are not against public discourse. In fact, it can be very productive. However, the issue here is that people seem to have confused real educated and informed people with good at debating. This would have been the case in an ideal world, where debating wasn't just about convincing the opposition that you're right, but instead about seeking the truth. When you have already made up your mind over something and just go for a debate to prove the other side wrong and you have no interest in seeking the truth, then some malicious tricks can find their ways into the arguments. Like constantly seeking the gotcha moments, gotcha, bitch, putting your words into someone else's mouth, or strawmanning. If you have a constant desire to destroy your opponent, then you don't care much about understanding their argument. And if you misrepresent that person's argument, it becomes fairly easy to attack it and destroy your opponent. The basic psychology of the audience seeking this kind of content is this. Let's say you have an unsolidified ideology, an inclination towards an idea, and you come across the videos showing the destruction of the opposing ideas, which further validates your point of view and begins to solidify your stance on it. These videos serve as a strong confirmation bias, so much so that your stance on the ideology shifts from being skeptical about it to blindly believing it, so much so that the opposing ideas don't even stand a chance. So what constitutes a productive discourse? If truth-seeking and understanding is the main goal of a person and not destroying the opponent, then instead of reducing the opponent's arguments and making it easier to attack, that is strawmanning, one would do the exact opposite. Steelman the opposition's argument. That means represent the opposition's argument in the best possible way. And when you try to give arguments against the best possible representation of opposition's argument, then your arguments will tend to be even more stronger and foolproof. This is one of the most important things to keep in mind to have a productive discourse. One should remember that no matter how amusing these destroyed videos appear, they are mostly not productive and do not give nuanced ideas about the topic. And the viewers of these discourse get inspired by this way of argument. And when they discuss anything with anyone in real life, their main goal becomes to destroy the other person. As we have discussed in the previous video about how humanity is just a collection of brains producing ideas, so it's not that these brains are turned against each other, but instead it's ideas versus other ideas. Thus, the humanity as a whole should generate, assess and test the validity of these ideas, criticize, debate and discuss among themselves to pick the best ones and propagate them. In modified words of Martin Luther King, the notion of destroying is unjust because it seeks to humiliate the opponent rather than win his understanding. It seeks to annihilate rather than convert. It strives on hate rather than love. Thank you.